Going on YouTube, it's Trev. Today is the 23rd of August, which means if there are 31 days in August, there are 8 days left in August and in Q3 of 2022. Well, the reason I bring that up is because of this article here, which was released on June 24th, 2022, talking about Shibarium. So, let me scroll down a little bit. Unification released new updates for Shiba Inu's Shibarium along with possible launch date. Well, let's see. What did they say? Shiba Inu, SHIB, has announced that the public beta testnet for its Layer 2 blockchain project Shibarium will commence in the third quarter of 2022. The team behind Shiba Inu, that's incorrect, decided to deploy the public beta testing for Shiba Inu for Shibarium, right, in Q3 2022 after the success recorded during the private alpha testnet of the L2 blockchain. Well, as predicted, we are quickly running out of Q3, and we haven't heard a thing about this beta being released. Now, listen, they still have 8 days, right? Can they do it? Can they release it? Can they release it just to make DJ Trev a liar? Maybe. I hope so. Okay. But it can't really make me a liar. I'm not saying I can't tell the future, but it's looking less and less likely that Shibarium will be released in Q3, or even the beta for it will be released in Q3. Now, how long have we been waiting for this? How long does it take to get this together? Not only is this metaverse ecosystem, whatever you want to call it, development team working on it, but they're working on it in conjunction with somebody else. Okay, maybe even a few somebody else's. I don't know, but they have not been able to release this thing. They can't even get the beta out. What's going on? We don't know. Why don't we know? No updates. They tell us nothing. Nothing. When this came out, this was the first thing that had come out in months. I mean, a long, long time about Shibarium, okay? But, it just doesn't seem to be going down according to, it's all about raising expectations, raising hopes, and then those hopes being dashed constantly, all right? When they talk about this is going to benefit SHIB and that's going to benefit SHIB, and then these things never come to fruition. They never really benefit SHIB. So we're always, our hopes are always raised by these articles and these, sometimes the Twitter releases or whatever, and constantly falling short. Constantly. How much more do we take? How much, people that still have hope, how long does the hope last? I don't know, okay? They've got another 8 days to get this out. So we'll see what happens. But, if you look back through it, so on June 19th, they released this. And this was on their community voice, whatever you want to call it, Bone Farm's proposal, okay? This was kind of the last we kind of heard from them, was this proposal on the 19th, and we went through this already, but I'll go through it again real quick. It's basically all about Bone, and, there might be some leash and treat thrown in there. I don't even remember. All I do remember for sure is that there was nothing about SHIB and very little about Shibarium, okay? So anyway, Shibarium, Bone Farms, and validators. So they want to bring on validators. And the validators, we found out, if you read through here, would be rewarded in Bone, not SHIB. Well, they don't own SHIB. They don't own the contract. They can't affect the contract. The only way that they could reward anybody with SHIB is for them to buy it out of their pockets, okay? So they couldn't reward in SHIB because they have no control over it. It's not theirs. I don't know how many times have I said that. Anyway, Bone Farms, we're talking about Bone, the validators and delegators, proof of stake validators, Lock set amount of cryptocurrency or crypto tokens. Yeah, it just goes on and on about how they're rewarded in Bone. The proposal for Shiba Swap rewards, right here. If we are set to reserve Bone for its role within Shibarium, Bone rewards on Shiba Swap must be stopped at some point. Oh, they talk about, are we going to mint more Bone? Are we going to mint less Bone? You can go through this whole thing and not find a damn thing about Shiba Inu, okay? But one thing, let me see if I can find it. One thing that we did find, where is it? Here we go. A quick reminder. Please continue to follow this blog portal, blog.shibaswap.com, for any current, upcoming information regarding Shibarium. Okay? Well, good. Maybe that's where we go and find some information about Shibarium. Well, I just happen to have it right here. So here we go, blog.shibaswap.com. All right? And if you scroll down, Shiba Inu ecosystem. Anyway, I'm going to go down, because this is the way it's dated. I'll go down to the bottom and work my way up, okay? So we've got something back in February about the metaverse. February about the Doggy DAO Shiba Swap. Another one in February, Doggy DAO. March, Growth Breed. March, Defense Breed. Okay, introducing SHIB the Metaverse, that was in March. Partnerships with Wellies and all that, that was March. March, Supreme Arts for Trying Times, I don't even know what that is. Then we get into April, Understanding Transparency for the Community. Scam Tokens in April. May 10th, SHIB Update 5.1. Well, I don't know what that is, but you can't update SHIB because you don't own SHIB and don't control the contract, so you can't change SHIB at all. So that's clickbait. June 6th, Leash. May 5th, Shiba Inu welcomes Sherry Cuono. No, your team welcomes Sherry Cuono. May 23rd, Shiba Inu welcomes Marcy. No, your team welcomes Marcy Jastro. Community Voice, and that's what we were just looking at. That came out June 19th. And so they were going to put it up for a vote about the proposal about the validators and all that. So on June 27th, that's probably the last thing that we got from them, maybe. They released the results of that proposal. This is back June 5th. This is just an article about how they march on. Let's see, what do we got? Yep. Oh, July 13th. Welcome David Kern. Your team welcomes him, not Shiba Inu. July 16th, important notice in regards of Bone. July 20th, the third floor is welcomed to the metaverse. So the third floor, the graphics company that has worked on a lot of Marvel stuff, a lot of Star Wars stuff, huge, they're going to be working on the metaverse, and that's great for them, nothing to do with Shiba Inu. Important update regarding the SHIB Burn portal. That was July 24th. And that's it. This was supposed to be where we're supposed to come to get updates about Shibarium. Not a thing about Shibarium. Not a thing about SHIB. Now, I wondered to myself, how is it that they afforded the third floor? I mean, that's gotta be crazy expensive, okay? Well, I mean, they've got the Bone, they've got the Leash, the She, this whole ecosystem that, they sold some lands, that, this whole ecosystem that they've got going on. This is obviously where the revenue comes from to pay for things like third floor or whatever partnerships or whatever that they try to bring on. They can't use Shiba Inu to make any money because, again, they don't own it. They don't possess any of it. If they have any at all, they bought it out of their own pockets. So, you got to look at it like this. I got to think it's in the millions to do these things that they're attempting to do. Shibarium, I don't know how much that costs, but I mean, I got to think as long as it's taken to come out, it better knock our socks off, and that probably costs a little money. Third floor probably costs some money. Getting all these other guys involved costs some money. Millions of dollars, okay? So millions of dollars are being made off of this bone and leash and all these other things. I wonder, and I truly wonder because I don't know. I wonder how many investors in bone or leash or the lands or anything else from this ecosystem. I wonder how many investors have made millions. I don't know. Maybe there are some. Are there any bone millionaires out there? Leave a comment in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. I truly don't know, okay? But I know these guys are making a killing. They've got to be able to afford all this stuff. And listen, I'm not saying that a business shouldn't make money. A business, you have to be in business to make money. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? Not saying that there is. I'm just saying that Shiba Inu community bought a lot of Shiba Inu and they're trying to make money too. This ecosystem devs, whatever you want to call them, have claimed the name, and they at this point they're calling themselves Shiba Inu, and they don't own Shiba Inu, and none of the Shiba Inu community has made a dime. As a matter of fact, since these guys have been in the picture, the price has consistently gone down. So, well, that's that. That's where we are right now. We're waiting for Shibarium. It's taken forever. These guys haven't really been able to push much out there or really accomplish anything wonderful. The lands thing was kind of a flop. Who bought them? Did they sell out? Who bought them? I don't even know, right? Not a lot of people. So I'm not overly impressed with this development team right now, okay? I appreciated everything that they were intending to do. It's just that not a lot of it has come to fruition, and they just truly have absolutely nothing to do with Shiba Inu at all. Nothing at all other than the name. So, when I compare them to another token that I have interest in and that I've made quite a few videos on, and that's Luffy token, it makes this team look even worse. It truly does. Let me go into a few things here. Here's the Luffy token. Let me go to the home screen. Here's their website. And just scrolling through this thing, this is just the home page. Very neat, very concise, very organized. Is there a website for that development team? I'm not aware of one. If there is one, leave a message in the comment section so I can check it out, because I don't believe that I know that they have one. And you can scroll through. This takes you to the ecosystem, their ecosystem. Everything revolves around Luffy token. Well, it's Luffy token, so why wouldn't it revolve around Luffy token? Unlike the Shiba Inu ecosystem, which has absolutely nothing to do with Shiba Inu at all. About the team, tells you how to buy it. You can buy on Uniswap. You have all the instructions. Here's the contract address. Buy on PancakeSwap with that contract address. You can buy it on exchange, and I count 5, 10, 15, 20, 21 different exchanges, including Uniswap, PancakeSwap, Gate.io, Mexi, Bitmart, LBank. I mean, you can see the list here. Hotbit, CoinStore, it's just night and day. Night and day. Let's go to the white paper, right? And specifically to the roadmap. Now, Luffy token they just celebrated their 1 year anniversary, 1 year birthday, whatever you want to call it, okay? And there was a big celebration. All this month, they're going to be doing airdrops, giving away Luffy token. They can do that because they are Luffy token, and that's what you get rewarded in, okay? So, glaring difference there. Looking at this roadmap, this was phase 1, and this was from August of 21 through to the end of 21, okay? They did their launch. released the first version of their white paper, released this website, the first version of this website. They had the contract audited. The entire team was doxxed. Is anybody on that other team doxxed? I think we're still looking at avatars and calling them by funny names, right? Marketing campaigns. They did some marketing. Released Luffy NFTs. I think that they weren't happy with their first NFTs and they released new ones. I think I heard that, but I'm not sure. One Alliance launch. They became a legal entity. Okay, Luffy Token Company. Land of Kai, which is their own game, play to earn game. 10 CEX listings. They accomplished that. They got in the top 10 of those listings. 15,000 holders, 30,000 Twitter followers, 5,000 Telegram members. All right, that brings us into so the end of 21 or Q4 of 21. Actually, last 3 months of 21. To now, we're almost done with Q3 fundraising. Well, we've just secured the $50 million venture capitalist deal with Gem Digital. We've talked extensively about that. Contract is signed, and that, as far as I'm concerned, is more than confirmed. Waiting to get the money, the first deposit in the account. And, you know, I don't know, we've got a AMA coming up on Saturday. I would love to hear that that's already been done. White paper, the version 2 of the white paper, version 2 of the website, done. Anime Earn, done. Next on the list is Anime Marketplace, the Anime Deck. Here's the things that haven't been done. The Anime Marketplace, the Anime Dex, and Anime Swap, which all, I imagine, pretty much work together. We are running out of Q3, okay? Are they going to get this done? You know, I don't know, but we're running out. This may drip into Q4, okay? But listen, everything is on its way, and we're aware of that because when they say something is on its way, it comes to fruition. They accomplish things. There's a track record of accomplishments, okay? Can't say that about those other guys. Major partnership companies, already done that. Buzz, been trending on Twitter several times. Tokyo events they've done. I've seen the YouTube videos on it. 20 CEXs. And here's some things down the bottom that also are yet to be accomplished. I don't know if they'll hit some of these numbers. I mean, and I'm not making excuses, but the fact of the matter is COVID probably put a dent in some of that, okay? And that might also be a reason maybe for some of the things taking a little longer with that other team. I don't know. But again, these guys come out and tell you what's going on. If this is getting delayed, that's getting delayed, why it's getting delayed, when it's expected. They give you this information with these constant weekly AMAs. You can go to their Telegram and ask them anything that you want, right? There's always somebody there to answer your questions. You just don't get that on the other side. It's just not there, okay? And then all the things obviously coming up in phase 3, which the $50 million venture capitalist money, which is going to be doled out over the next 2 years, is going to make possible. Now, as far as fundraising, I'm guessing that they're not done fundraising. It's not like, all right, we got 50 million, let's stop there. I bet you they're still doing some fundraising, and I wouldn't be surprised to hear of some more money that comes in, you know, by the end of this year, next year, whenever, okay? Because they are really driven to make this thing a top token, okay? They have a cause. Luffy Token I'm talking about. Now, the whole idea of Luffy Token and the marketplace and Anime Swap and all that is to provide a platform for anime artists, manga artists who are very underpaid, and sometimes they're really good artists, but they don't really have a venue to display their art or to be seen, to be discovered, to make money off of what they do. And so the whole idea here was to provide something for them, okay? At the same time, this team is very, very aware that people who have invested, us, right, the investors, the community who have invested in this token are looking to make money on it, okay? They're very aware of that. They're doing buybacks, burns, different things that they do to keep that price where it is right now, level, stable, okay? If it's, the economy, whatever's going on, starts to dip a little bit, come in with the buybacks. Do whatever you got to do to keep it stable and to keep it from dropping too much. And as these things get accomplished, utility, right? Popularity, reducing the supply. And I'll tell you, we thought that Shiba Inu had a big supply. This is a humongous supply. But if you build the utility and you build the interest in it, the supply is important and we have to reduce it. There's no doubt about that. But if you build those other things, you can still get the value up, okay, as you reduce the supply. So all these things have to work in conjunction with each other. This team is aware of that. The other team, don't even talk to them about burns. Now, there's supposedly burns in this, there's burns in that, the burn portal, which they had problems with. They have problems with this Ryoshi Vision team. There's nothing but problems all the time. Shibarium, we're waiting for that to come out. That's supposed to have some sort of burn mechanism. They won't tell us what the burn mechanism is, how it's going to work. We don't know anything about it, and it doesn't seem like it's going to get released, even the beta, anytime soon. So we're still in the dark. Well, I've talked to a lot of people who have said they're done with Shiba Inu. And it's a shame because, again, people are equating Shiba Inu with this team, okay? Anybody else that has come up and actually tried to do something good for Shiba Inu, they have tried to shoot down and said that they were scammers and they were this and they were that so that they could keep control. Now, my good friend and mentor, Matthew Perry, had a very interesting comment the other day and a very interesting perspective, and I never really looked at it this way, okay? He said that it was a perspective and a possibility that maybe they don't want to burn off Shiba Inu because as long as we are looking to them to come up with some way to burn it off, the community stays involved, okay? The community stays strong. The volume maybe stays strong. There's hope. There's still hope, right? And they throw these little nuggets out here and there that, this is going to benefit it, that's going to benefit it, and it keeps the hope alive, okay? But the hope is very, very much dwindling right now. And a lot of people are getting ready to leave. Some people say as soon as Shibarium comes out, if it doesn't have a massive, massive burn mechanism in it in a way to really tear this supply down, they're gone. Some people have already sold. Some people are in the process of selling. They're waiting for it to go up a little bit here and there, and they're selling. This is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. But I'll tell you, I've got my SHIB right now staked, and it's staked for maybe another 30 days or whatever. I staked it, I think, for 120 days. I think it's staked for another 30 days. If I get rid of any of it, and I'm not saying that I'm going to, but if I offload some of it, I'm going to do it for Luffy token. And a lot of people that I know, and I know some people, okay, have come over to Luffy token. And a lot of people that I know have sold some Shiba Inu to do it. Now, I'm not suggesting that anyone do that. I'm not telling you to hold your Shiba. I'm not telling you to sell your Shiba. I'm not telling you to buy more Shiba. Nor am I telling you any of that for Luffy token. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing is going on, okay? And I can't say that I think it's a bad idea because this team is accomplishing things. We're getting things done. And when you put them side by side, it's amazing to me that team has the followers that they have, and that Luffy doesn't have just as many at this point. Now, they're growing, and it's going to get there. I'm confident of that. But Luffy token hasn't done some of the marketing and the gimmicky stuff that was done with Shiba Inu from the beginning, okay? The donating, if you will, of half of the supply or almost half of the supply to Vitalik. Even Vitalik on video called that a gimmick, right? This whole thing about Ryoshi being, just anonymous. Nobody knows who he, she, they are. Okay. And then disappearing and leaving this roadmap or this vision. Really, it wasn't really a roadmap. Leaving this vision, and the whole, I'm going to release this onto the community and see what you do with it. The whole thing has been a gimmick and been a marketing thing since the beginning, and so many people have fallen into it. I fell into it. A lot of people fell into it because it was a cool idea. Okay. Release it to the community, let the community build it and see what comes of it. Okay. And that experiment has revealed some pretty nasty things maybe about society, which I talked about in a previous video on this. But it's just not going well. Okay. It's not going well. So, is there a possibility that, and this is just me spitballing, this is me in my fantasy land right now, okay? Luffy Token, with a very strong team, okay, very capable team, in a cause, in a track record of accomplishing things, they're going to be developing their own ecosystem, which they're already doing, but their own utility, okay, with staking. They already have it up to 24%. They're going to be developing their own blockchain, their own exchange, okay, and the CEO, Peter Tai, owns a company who does this. He's done it for many other people, so it's easy for him to do it for himself, okay. So in my head, in my fantasy, this ecosystem, which is very strong, and this blockchain and exchange accepts other tokens or other coins. I wonder if there's some use in there somewhere for Shiba Inu. I wonder if there's something in the future where this community and this team could take advantage, just as this other system or this other development team is doing, take advantage of the humongous community that Shiba Inu has, but not really take advantage of them. Take advantage of the fact that it has a huge community by actually doing things for them and to benefit Shiba Inu. It's a thought floating around in my head. I don't know. We'll see, But this other team ain't doing it for us. So side-by-side comparison, no comparison. But you be the judge. Leave a comment in the comment section if you have any questions, if you have any comments on anything that I just said, if you totally disagree with my perspective, if you agree with it, if you have a different perspective. I'd love to hear that stuff, okay? Even when you disagree with me. So leave comments in the comment section. Please hit the like button and the subscribe button on your way out. It really helps the channel. We're growing considerably, over 700 subscribers at this point. Okay, obviously, I would love to get to 1,000. I would love to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. So if you haven't subscribed yet, and you can help me do that, watch some of my other videos if you want to. Some of the interviews or whatever it is that you want to watch, and make a decision as to whether this is a channel that you'd like to subscribe to or not. And if so, hit the all notification bell so that you are notified next time I release a video. And I've been putting them out a lot more often than I thought I was going to. So, okay, like always, my video is way longer than I intended. So I'll see y'all later. Ciao.